Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally, making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Joe Marcus, and current one Lesetja Kganyago. Internationally, Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Buleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or pharmaceutical studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. feminist, womanist, Wusadi theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of art disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open-distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus and current one Lesetja Kganyago, internationally Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's Science Campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine Studies. As a discipline, Marine Studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive Studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy Studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, womanist, Busadi theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As a comprehensive open-distance e-learning institution, Unisa is recognized as a serious player in research globally. From publication and journal output to the number of master's and doctoral graduates, we are moving forwards and upwards. Unisa has made substantial progress in research and innovation, as evidenced by several external and credible scientific ranking systems, with the latest ones, the 2023 Webometrics and Shanghai rankings, placing us in the top 10 universities in the country. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open-distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. Unisa is the first and only institution in South Africa to carry our country's name with pride, and the first public university in the world to exclusively teach by means of distance education, an ever-changing dynamic university with a global reach. Unisa's history spans the entire modern history of South Africa, opening up a world of academic study opportunities for former activists and struggle heroes, thought leaders, business people, legal experts, acclaimed entertainers, and sports stars. The university takes pride in almost 1 million alumni, with 10 alumni chapters internationally, making their mark in diverse fields and capabilities. Some of the noteworthy alumni include President Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, who is also the Chancellor and custodian of the university's Calabash Awards, current President Cyril Ramaphosa, former South African Reserve Bank Governor Jill Marcus, and current one, Lesetja Kganyago, internationally Reserve Bank governors of Eswatini and Namibia, to name but a few. At Unisa, the World Wide Web is our educational playground, but we also have beautiful and impressive campuses. Unisa's Makelneuk campus is located in the city of Tshwane and is a major landmark of the capital city. The Florida campus in Johannesburg is Unisa's science campus, housing state-of-the-art infrastructure and laboratory equipment. Unisa has 6 regional hubs including Ethiopia and multiple centers across the country. We have embraced the fact that we need to adapt quickly to the fast-paced higher education environment of the 21st century, and this is reflected in our management style and leadership practice. In articulating her vision, the new Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, the first black woman to be appointed at the helm of Unisa, Professor Puleng Linkabola, shared that Unisa is well placed to address society's most demanding challenges by using research to meaningfully transform the lives of those in our communities. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise.
By virtues of the powers vested in me as the Principal and Vice-Chancellor of the University of South Africa, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayers, meditations, and affirmations to give thanks to the achievements that are being celebrated this evening. Can we be silent, please? Thank you, Siyabonga Nkosi. The procession and the audience may be seated. I'm shorter today. Good evening. It's okay. Good evening. We're coming to celebrate. Good evening. I now know that we're here to celebrate. Thank you very much. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Chancellor of the University of South Africa and the former President of the Republic of South Africa participating virtually in this graduation. Our esteemed guest, Mr. Colin Mashawana, the recipient of the Doctoral of Philosophy Honoris Causa in Humanities and Economic Sciences. Colleagues, maybe I should make the announcement first, so that when we read the table of precedence, you would be attentive to what we are saying. I think I'll start there. The first is, can I please request you to keep your phones on, but your volume off? Your phones on, but your volume off. Because we know that you may be parenting using your phones or running a business whilst you're participating in the graduations, or even telling others that you're graduating today, those who never believed in you. I understand that you will want to trend and you will tag at Unisa at all times. I'm told by my corporate communications team that if you don't trend, it's your own fault, because those who never thought you'd be graduating will not know that you have been successful. So we agree, eh? Thank you. So we also request, if you look at them in the front here, majority of them have had to ask for assistance to see. They are wearing spectacles. We request that when you take your videos or videos of loved ones, please try not to put your torch on, so that at least you help them to see you and to enjoy the benefit of the celebrations. We also request you, colleagues, to really stay in the event until the close and not to go outside, so that the event, because it is being televised, that it has the dignity that you would want to be associated with. Finally, we request our graduates, especially Luna Matichere, there's a tendency for teachers, as soon as you get your certificate, to go. We're not going to allow that, because we want everybody who's graduating this evening to have a dignified celebration and commemoration. So let's stay put. We will do our best to ensure that everything runs smoothly and on time. Are we agreed? Thank you very much, I appreciate. His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Chancellor of the University of South Africa and the former President of the Republic of South Africa. Our esteemed guest, Mr. Colin Mashawana, the recipient of the Doctor of Philosophy Honoris Causa in Economic and Management Sciences, as well as Humanities. Let's not be jealous. Members of the executive and extended management of the University of South Africa, members of council of the University of South Africa, present here and led by Dr. Daniel Musia, executive and deputy executive deans from various Unisa colleges present, members of the academic procession, members of the academy, professional, administrative, and the alumni of the university, guests, family members, and friends of Mr. Colin Mashawana in attendance this evening, our graduates, you have to clap for yourselves. Their families and friends in support here tonight, representatives from national, provincial, and local governments, members of civil society, business community present here tonight, members of the university community present here tonight, in particular, the primary stakeholders of the university represented by the National Student Representative Council, the president of the SRC is here, and all structures that report to you, Mr. Nkosinati, you're also welcome. All graduates receiving various qualifications here tonight, support and administrative staff, friends of the University of South Africa in attendance and participating virtually, representatives from various media fraternal, distinguished members of the audience, ladies and gentlemen, Dumelang, Sanbonan, Molweni, Assalamu alaikum, Jambo, Tobela, Lochani, Riperile, Madegwana, Quenand. Good evening. Khotong. It is my greatest honor and privilege to welcome you to the third session of 2024 autumn graduation ceremonies of the University of South Africa, the University of the Land, the university at the center of the transformation of our society, the global arena, and the first university in the world to teaching via distance. I think I need to repeat this. The University of South Africa is the university of the land, the home for leaders, the university at the center for shaping the transformations of societies, countries, continents, and the global arena. This is the first university in the world to teach via distance. If you know Open University in the UK, Indira Gandhi, these are the forebears of Unisa. Equally, this is the grandmother of all universities in South Africa. If you think about the University of Cape Town, Fort Hare, Stellenbosch, Rhodes, and others, you should know that they are the daughters, if not sons, of the University of South Africa. Yours is to visit our library. Yours is to visit our library to understand this important history. It was in 1873 when the University of South Africa made higher education accessible using distance. The technology of the time was the post office. And 150 years later, in the aftermath of COVID-19, others are only starting to use this important method that Unisa started with in 1873. Thus, Unisa is a pathfinder, an inventor of assets that become resourceful for society, and equally, you realize that not only universities or TVET colleges are starting to use distance education as an important lever for making education accessible. If you order now your food or your clothes or your assets, you know that they mediate distance now, and they deliver through multiplicities of ways because this model has become even more important in the 21st century. Our university is celebrating 150 years of existence, and we are proud of its legacy. We do so in this month. You will be graduating when we also celebrate the dividends of the democratic transformation that we would have earned in 1994, a hard-won project of freedom, of liberty, of participation, including expanding access to higher education. We need to celebrate the gains of democracy. As we celebrate the 30 years of freedom, we ask the question, how do we as universities, through knowledge, improve the plight of society, ensure that this freedom translates into the transformation of the economy, of society, of values that enable social cohesion, social capital, and ensuring that knowledge becomes that which is an asset for all of us in our families, in our societies, and in the world. Our university places a high premium on academic success and excellence, virtues that define us as a truly Pan-African university that shapes futures in the service of humanity. Let me give you a few ideas or insights about Unisa. And I want you, colleagues, you can also Google for evidence-based research to ensure that what we are telling you is factual. For many people often listen to paparazzi, to what is written about Unisa that is not supported by facts. They don't look at the Council for Higher Education or accreditation systems that are firm and have said that the 400 qualifications that are offered by Unisa are all accredited. What this implies, colleagues, is your certificate, the certificate that you're here to fetch this evening, is evidence and testament to the hard work you would have invested. We can, without any hesitation or fear, guarantee that it is given with quality. Many of you know Invigilator app. And you know how we tested you, how we ensured that the quality and the proctoring was done. Some of you may have complained, but that is our way of guaranteeing that your success and your credential are not contested. They will share with you what is the Invigilator app, loved ones. But a few things require sharing about Unisa. For we, as the university, its management and varied statutory structures are investing heavily in the success of our university. This university is responsible for 34 to 37% of the university students in the country. We are responsible for registering at least 400,000 students per annum. And our students in this autumn graduations, 40,000 students will be graduating. We will not only be graduating 40,000 students, colleagues, we are a partner with our country to ensuring that through education, those who come from the economic margins are able to extricating themselves from poverty, to eradicating the challenges of the economy that they are exposed to. This university registers 175,000 students supported by the National Financial Aid Scheme. Did you hear? It is a well-known fact that once one is supported by NEFSAS, it means the economic conditions are precarious. And therefore, it is our duty as a university to ensuring that we give the best of support in order that education, in the words of President Mandela, is that which transforms society for the better. Because graduation ceremonies are some of the most prestigious, if not sacred, expressions of successes of our students as they are of our professorate, it is important for me to demonstrate and to share that you're sharing the pinnacle of the dreams that all of us are accompaniers to, and we want to congratulate you. Congratulations to you, our graduates. I wish to remind you of the place and the role of Unisa in South Africa, in the continent, and in the global arena. As I've already stated, we are responsible for 37% of student population in the university sector. The College of Education alone produces over 50% of the teachers in South Africa's public and private education institutions, tertiary and basic. I think they deserve a round of applause. The College of Accounting Sciences produces about 30% of the chartered accountants in the country, and most of whom, colleagues, come from the margins, economic margins, and many of whom are black, many of whom would not have accessed chartered accountancy if it was not Unisa. Can we also celebrate them? The College of Economic and Management Science and the College of Humanities that today will be conferring the honorary degree are also equally at the center of producing the numbers of financial but also leaders in the country and in the continent. If you have 10 rand, 20 rands, 100 rands note, you will bear testament to this. In these colleges, colleagues, the Governor General, the former and the current, were produced by the University of South Africa. Whether you talk about Jill Marcus, the first woman Governor General of the Central Bank, or whether you speak about Lisicha Khanyago, they are the alumni of this university. I think they deserve a round of applause, unless you are angry. Unless you're not happy that the interest rate is going a little bit high. In terms of the College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, there's something beautiful that has germinated and developed in that college. The college has been asked by the continent to map the genetics and to sequence the genetics of biotic materials in the country and the continent, meaning the flowers, the shrubs, the trees, and other aspects of life. They have the responsibility of mapping them so that others do not prospect them and take them whilst we are sleeping. And I think this is an important area of protecting the biodiversity of our continent, and they too deserve a round of applause. The TM School, the Business School are at the center of internationalization of production of leaders of transnational companies as they are of multilateral institutions, and we too are proud of the contributions that they make. If you're a business person or an entrepreneur, or you're interested in diplomacy, please consider this important institution. They too deserve a round of applause. Finally, colleagues, the College of Engineering, Science and Technology is placed #1 in the country alongside with Stellenbosch University and Northwest University as the best sites of science and engineering in the country. We invest in the competitive edge of these colleges to ensure that our students are not only employable, but they too can become employers and they can aspire to better heights. It's also important for us to tell you, in terms of the research outputs, since 2021, Unisa has improved in its ratings, the National Research Foundation ratings, as well as the rankings. Let me give you an example. In 2021, Unisa was ranked number 12 or 13 in many of the rankings, whether you think of Times Higher Education, QS rankings, Web of Metrics, and others. And as we speak to you, we are number 7 and number 8 in most of these rankings. The same is true to the fact that in 2021, colleagues, the professors with the PhD at Unisa were 39%, and as we speak to you, they are over 62%. That's an indelible improvement. Even shine is okay. In 2022, Unisa moved up 1 place to 5th position from 6th position in the production of master's and doctoral outputs. And I must state that in 2021 and 2023, we are hoping to be in the top 3. The results are not yet out, but in 2022, we produced 525 doctoral graduates. Equally important, colleagues, is the fact that the idea of a university is not only to produce knowledgeable people, it's also to ensure that institutions such as Unisa become true assets of our society. In this instance, are we managing the finances and resources well? I would say without hesitation, we do. In 2020 and 2021, our reserves as a university and plus savings were 8.5 billion. Then, which university, colleagues, has 8.5 billion? No, I need your clapping. No. We can debate this, and the university is a place for debate, but I won't waste your time. I want to tell you in 2024, our investment value is 21 billion. This one requires mehulukwane. There's no... What it means, colleagues, is that the university is committed to ensuring that it becomes self-sufficient. It supports students who are in need. It invests in the research arena and the research that the university has to make. But it also means financial independence becomes an important expression of a university. And this is quite important because when we are financially independent, we can lessen the burden of the state or business and ensure that we create inventions that transform society for the better. That's why it's important to celebrate these colleagues, because we are not a company, we are not a profit-making institution, but we do care about each cent that is invested in the university. I wish you to really commend my colleagues for being committed to this important aspect. Finally, colleagues, in his classic book, No Longer at Ease, Chinua Achebe takes the idea of education as a public good, as an important idea of progress, as traversing the obstacles of society, removing the weight of histories that are violent, removing the pressures that derail humanity from aspiring for the better. Education is that which enables you to being a resource into society and to ensuring that you're not above society, but you're a partner to changing the plight of society. As you graduate here, we don't want you to look down at your family. We want you to lift them up. Charlotte McClurky says, as you rise, lift others. Did you hear that? Yes. As you rise, don't trample on them. Lift them up, because that's the purpose of education. Finally, you colleagues don't have to have lower dreams. You know why? Because this university has produced statespeople. His Excellency President Mandela is an alumnus of this university. The same is true to His Excellency President Thabo Mbeki. He's a graduate of the University of South Africa. So really jealous. Does it mean you don't want to be president? Yeah, so His Excellency President Mandela, President Mbeki, and the current President of the Republic of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, they are graduates of this university. But we have not just produced the democratic presidents of this country. President Aristide from Haiti in the global north is a product of this university. Opposition political leaders. So we don't just produce, only in the same political party. You heard the three that I shared. So opposition political leaders, colleagues, are also products of this university. If you think about Dr. Musibudi Mangena, the first Minister of Science and Technology, under whose leadership the EV, electronic vehicle, you remember, called Joule was produced by university, is a product of this university, the leader of AZAPO. If you think about the Democratic Alliance, its leader or former leader, Musi Maimane, is a product of this university. The same is true to Mr. Sello Malema, the CIC of the Economic Freedom Fighters. What you may not know, but you may do well to look at the last page of your graduation book, is that King George, you know King George, your English history, is an alumnus of this university. Eligeras, our footprint traverses the continent. And then if you look, colleagues, we've also, in the last 7 years or 10 years, Unisa has produced over 10 vice-chancellors, not only in South Africa, but also in adjacent countries such as Zambia. Whether you think about Professor Mampele Rampele, the first woman vice-chancellor of the University of Cape Town, or whether you think of Professor Pakeng, who's the second vice-chancellor of the UCT, whether you think about Professor Ngambi, who is the vice-chancellor of a university in Zambia, or you think about the most recent Professor Ndlovu, the Vaal University of Technology, or even our neighbor in the adjacent, within the city, the Vice-Chancellor of Tshwane University of Technology, Professor Maluleke. They are all produced by Unisa, including myself. With these few words, or a lot of words, colleagues, I'd like to extend a very welcome to you, to the University of the Land, the university committed to shaping futures, the home of leaders, the university committed to being your partner in transforming your life for the better. You're welcome. Lamuhetsu. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to inform you that we will now proceed to confer the honorary degree. I now request Professor T.D. Mashau and Professor Masichaba to introduce the candidate.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, I now have the honor to introduce to you Colin Chipiwa Mashawana for the degree of the Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa. And I request Mr. Mashawana to rise. Mr. Colin Chipiwa Mashawana is an exemplary figure in the realm of philanthropy and business, demonstrating an unparalleled commitment to societal upliftment and business excellence. As the founder and chairman of the Colin Mashawana Foundation, he has spearheaded initiatives that have had a profound impact on communities, particularly in the construction of over 300 homes over the past decade without any external funding or government assistance. This accomplishment is a demonstration of his dedication to fostering self-reliance and sustainable development. Mashawana's educational background includes a Bachelor of Business Administration from the Academy of Learning College and a Master of Business Administration from the Henley Business School, equipping him with a solid foundation in business administration and management. Mashawana's vision extends beyond immediate charitable acts. Through his AfriBiz investment company, he has ambitious plans to construct over 40,000 homes across the country, adopting a meticulous approach that emphasizes one brick at a time. This initiative not only addresses the housing crisis, but also signifies a significant investment in the country's future, illustrating Mashawana's strategic foresight and commitment to a long-term societal benefits. During the challenging times of the COVID-19 pandemic, Mashawana's foundation was at the forefront of providing essential aid by donating personal protective equipment and food parcels. The foundation played a critical role in mitigating the impact of the virus, particularly among the underprivileged and vulnerable sections of society. These efforts were crucial in safeguarding the health and well-being of numerous South Africans, showcasing Mashawana's responsiveness to emergency situations and his dedication to humanitarian causes. In the business realm, as the executive chairperson, chairman, and CEO of AfriBiz Invest, Mashawana has been instrumental in the strategic growth and regional expansion of the company and its subsidiaries. His leadership in new business in development at Malt Liquor Holding further highlights his ability to drive strategic initiatives that align with organizational goals and contribute to the economic growth. Mashawana's leadership extends to his role at Unisa Technology, where he set the strategic direction and oversaw operations, demonstrating his adeptness in corporate governance and strategic planning. His ability to lead diverse teams and initiatives across different sectors underscores his versatility and strategic acumen. Recognition of Mashawana's contributions extends beyond the business community. His listing as one of the 100 most reputable Africans and inclusion in the roster of highly prolific Africans of 2020 reflect his outstanding reputation and the high esteem in which he is held on a continental scale. Additionally, accolades such as the Entrepreneur of the Year Award from the Department of Social Development affirm his influence and impact as one of the most influential South Africans, underscoring his role as a pivotal figure in the nation's social and economic spheres. At its sitting of 15 September 2023, the Unisa Council favorably considered these illustrious interventions and unanimously agreed to confer the distinct honor of the PhD honoris causa on Colin Chipiwa Mashawana. This recognition is a testament that Colin Mashawana stands out as a beacon of leadership, philanthropy, business growth initiatives, exemplifies a rare blend of entrepreneurial spirit and humanitarian concern. Mashawana's legacy is not only defined by the structures he has built, but also by the lives he has touched and the sustainable foundation he has laid for future generations. Madam Vice-Chancellor, I now have the honor to request you to confer on Colin Chipiwa Mashawana the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, honoris causa, on Colin Chipiwa Mashawana. Congratulations, Mr. Mashawana. You can feel the room is elated on your behalf. Let me at this point, therefore, request you to go to the lectern to deliver your acceptance message. You're welcome to the lectern. Thank you.
God is good. God is good. All the time. Thank you very much. The Chancellor, former President Thabo Mbeki, Vice Chancellor Professor Puleng Linkabula, Chairperson of Council, and other members of Council that are present this evening, the academic leaderships, and all the executives of the University of South Africa, my family that is here with me, led by my mother who drove all the way from Venda today. I greet you all, Ndimadekwana. All the alumni and graduates who are being celebrated with me tonight, congratulations. Can we please give them a round of applause? It's such an honor to stand in front of you today, receiving this doctorate is a recognition that holds immense value to me, one that I will forever cherish. My heartfelt gratitude goes to the University of South Africa for acknowledging the dedicated individuals who tirelessly strive to make a positive impact on society. This recognition extends to the tireless efforts of non-profit organizations and non-government organizations that provide for the homeless, safeguard the elderly, protect the disabled, and combat gender-based violence. I am just a humble representative of the collective impact of their work. This recognition is dedicated to all those who shaped me, from Mashawana village to Makwatambani, Ngudza, Miruwani, Thoyandou, Itsani, Shayandima, Hillbrow, and Yeoville. You instilled in me the belief that charity begins at home, but extends far beyond. Your selfless acts of kindness, from donating spare change to me, similar to the kids that are found mostly at traffic lights begging for food and change, to giving my mother tips, who raised me as a waitress, so that she could provide for me and my siblings. This is some of what has inspired me and granted me a debt of gratitude that I vow to repay throughout my lifetime. There is nothing as fulfilling as living a selfless life. There is nothing that brings more contentment than living a life of purpose, a life of service, a life that does not only prioritize your own happiness and well-being, but the upliftment of others. The secret that many don't share is that God has put us in this world to help manage the world on His behalf. When doing so, those who empty their cups for the benefit of others find their cups continually replenished, never lacking in blessings. The divine grace extends to those who care for orphans, provide shelter for homeless, show compassion to the elderly, offer clean water to communities in need, and share their last meal with a stranger. It is encouraging and motivating to be recognized for the work that we do. And for me, this recognition not only celebrates past achievements, but also ignites a renewed sense of purpose and responsibility to do more. VC, gone are those days when receiving an honorary doctorate implied the end of life of inspiration. Good deeds should be recognized and celebrated regardless of age. Role models who continue to inspire and uplift society deserve appreciation and encouragement regardless of age. Dr. Tebe Ikalefeng was honored by the University of Johannesburg at age 55. Dr. Pitso Musimane was recently honored by the University of Johannesburg at age 59. And today, Dr. Colin Mashawana is honored by the University of South Africa at age 42. Making one the youngest recipient of an honorary doctorate in South Africa. Our recognition this evening reflects the commitment of South African higher education institutions to empower and acknowledge the young leaders who are shaping brighter futures. These acknowledgements serve as a beacon of encouragement for the youth in our society showing them that leadership is not defined by age, but by the impact we make and the service we provide to others. Leaders have power, but power is safe only in the hands of those who humble themselves to serve. Every person holds a key to what is needed to make a difference in someone's life. In this red gown, I stand before you tonight as a testament to the interdependence of humanity. No matter how smart you are not smart enough to survive all by yourself. No matter how rich you are, your wealth alone can never be enough to keep you alive and keep you safe. We all need one another. It does not take great men to do things, but it's doing things that make men great. To my colleagues at the Colin Mashawana Foundation, thank you so much for all that you have done for the past 12 years. Your efforts and hard work has truly made a difference in the lives of so many people. When we uplift societies and help the most vulnerable people, we always ask for something in return. And the one simple request we make is for prayers. Today, the prayers of Mkhulu Thabethe, Gogo Dlamini, Gogo Maphumule, and Chinanne Siyobo have been answered. Ushumela Vatu, Ndushumela Yehova. Ushumela Yehova, Ndushumela Vatu. I thank you.
Don't we need Mokholokwane? I'm not hearing you. I like what Mr. Mashawana. No, wait, you're rushing me. He came here as Mr. Mashawan. 30 minutes ago, he came as Mr. Mashawan. And 30 minutes later, he's Dr. Colin Chifiwa Mashawan. I'm very grateful, Dr. Mashawan, for your kind words, for reminding our youth and young adults that it is in the service of society, in support of those who are on the margins, those who are forgotten, sometimes those who are on the underside of history. When we are in solidarity with them, support them, help them with our talents, our resources, our time, and ensure that we are in the center of the solutions they require to living and being human in our society, that we are recognized. I think these words must reverberate, especially to you, the youth and young adults, as they would to the older ones like me, and even those older than me. I think these are great words when you remind us that we are inextricably bound to one another. Our money does not make us better than others. Our relatives or relationships do not make us better than others. But it is when we collectively work together that we succeed. These are the words we will recall and remember as we encourage ourselves and one another to contributing to the betterment of our society. Congratulations once again. By virtues of the powers entrusted to me as the Principal and Vice-Chancellor, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the University of South Africa on the candidates whose names appear in the program. I request the representatives of the colleges to present the candidates to me.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Fatima Auroj Ferreira Fernandez for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Prof. P.S. Mukwena, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled Understanding Support Services Provided to Students Throughout Work Integrated Learning Placement Process, case study of selected universities in South Africa, she thoroughly investigates students' lived experiences of support services provided throughout their work integrated learning placement process. The findings revealed that higher education institutions do not adequately support students with the necessary skills required for will placement in the workplace environment, causing student placement to be disconnected. Using social support theory, she proposes a 6-phased student support model for the placement process that exemplifies collaborative process and teamwork, while clearly defining the respective roles and the responsibilities at each stage. With this model, she provides a practical solution to the current problems and fills an important under-researched gap in this process in higher education institution.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Fatima Auroj Ferreira Fernandez the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Fatima Auroj Ferreira Fernandez.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Veronica Mapaseka Mutumuni for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Prof. P.S. Mukwena, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled Exploring Instructional Leadership Practices of Campus Managers in Influencing Student Achievement in TVET Colleges in Gauteng and Mpumalanga provinces of South Africa, she investigates why TVET Colleges sector has not delivered on the expectations of becoming institutions of choice and critical role that campus managers should play to change the perception. Using Weber's model of instructional leadership, the study proposes a strategic model which outlines the phased planning needed to improve teaching and learning at TVET colleges. The proposed model could provide support for campus managers in enhancing their understanding of their roles as both managers and instructional leaders. The study makes a valuable contribution to the under-researched area of instructional leadership in the field of technical and vocational education.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer
on Veronica Mapaseka Mutumoni the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Veronica Mapaseka Mutimuni.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Nhlanhla Ndlovu for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request his supervisor, Professor P.S. Mukwena, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In his thesis entitled Stakeholders' Perspective on a TVET College's Industry Partnership for Employability of Graduate, Exploratory Study of TVET Colleges in Mpumalanga Province, South Africa, he thoroughly investigates the nature of partnerships currently in place in TVET colleges to promote employability of TVET college graduates. Using Tomlinson's graduate capital model, he proposes a new TVET college industry partnership model which involves a wide range of stakeholders. With this model, he presents a practical solution to the pressing problems of unemployability of TVET college graduates and fills an important gap in the field of vocational and technical education literature.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Nhlanhla Ndlovu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Nhlanhla Ndlovu.
Madam Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Disekelejo Lekgopo Sabushego for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Professor S.P. Mukwena, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In a thesis entitled Training and Development Framework for Empowering School Governing Bodies to Manage the School Finances in Kangala District in Mpumalanga, a province of South Africa, she thoroughly investigates challenges hampering school governing bodies, SGBs, in the discharge of their mandate financial management responsibilities. In general, the study findings indicate that school governing body training is fruitless if expediency and speed of delivery prevail over the need for sustainability and empowerment. Using both the decentralization and Knowles andragogy theories, the study proposes a conceptualized training and development model With this model, she makes a significant contribution by providing a practical solution for how training should be conducted, especially for adults, some of whom may be uneducated but have volunteered to serve on the school governing body committee.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on the Sekeletso Lekgopo Saboshego the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor. I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on the Sekeletso Lekgopo Saboshego.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, Marupeng Zanele Muhokong receives the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. The degree is obtained with distinction.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Edith Khomolimo Khanyago. Diemagazzo Gracious Makokoropo. Let's check the camera. Tshegofatso Johanna Mashilo Mukhoba. Let's check the camera. Shamishka Mudl, degree obtained with distinction. Check the camera. Sicelo William Njovuyamela.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate received the degree of Bachelor of Education. Aneta Huitsimudimu Botlholo. Lerato Faith Chaka. Innocentia Figile Chilwenje. Aphiwe Brenda Jaja. Mpieleng John Dlamini, degree obtained with distinction. Kayla Douglas, degree obtained with distinction. Duke Logan Dunsterville, degree obtained with distinction. Fatima Khaton Esop, degree obtained with distinction. Divinay Millicent Huber, degree obtained with distinction. Nonhlanhla Hlungwane, degree obtained with distinction. Taiba Hussein, degree obtained with distinction. Kanyisile Tebogo Jele. Nonhlonipho Jele. Melissa Joubert, degree obtained with distinction. Dixita Parach Kara, degree obtained with distinction. Moloko Sibalisa Kanaka. Naume Caroline Kauripe. Octavia Komoto Koza, degree obtained with distinction. Sibongile Yvonne Kumalo. Puseletso Augustine Lebabo. Tepo Margaret Lerodi. Boitumelo Leso. Matala Bridget Mabala. Lerato Rebecca Mabusela. Koketso Beauty Magagula. Lucia Angel Magagula. Kgotsafalo Magutla. Maria Mahlangu. Cleopatra Kiriboni Makubu. Florence Mukhadi Makobela. Rosina Munyapau Malashela. Dimakacho Mateke Malemoni. Mapaseka Rebecca Maluleka. Polukero Winnie Mapura. Degree obtained with distinction. Nobuhle Priti Maseko. Lindy Bridget Mate. Dineo Prudence Mashatsi. Mamusana Victoria Matou. Ntombikona Patricia Mazibuko. Busisiwe Michelle Mbata. Ngobile God's Love Mbata. Sindisiwe Cynthia Mdluli, degree obtained with distinction. Raisa Mohammed Hussein, degree obtained with distinction. Cindy Lejane Muhlala. Seroa Mogakanegi Mokhabudi. Raisibe Dorothy Mukhalapa. Babalo Colin Mukhotu. Tutuzile Keila Mukwena. Mpo Donation Mukoteti. Dimpo, sorry. Mary Oarabile Mulife. Anna Ntswaki Muchusi. Rejoice Philippine Musupi. Khaobakwe Elisa Muswang. Mapoloho Mutatinyane. Ramaisela Mulogadi Mutapo. Siobhan Motley. Chirofacho Mutsemme. Hello, Palesa Muchumi. Grace Tembisile Msiza. Okay. Vitumelo Grace Ndovu. Zinhle Kebile Ngema. Kiamogetswe Prudence Ngobeni. Lusanda Ngozi, degree obtained with distinction. Nokubonga Sinethemba Ngubeni. Matron Rietang Nkomo. Busisiwe Nkosi.
May I request that the graduates here themselves celebrate your candidate and allow other parents. We cannot overshadow their names. they would like to hear them too. I'm making a request, but ululations, mikhulukwane, celebrations are welcome. Let's just give others a chance to be celebrated. Thank you. Please proceed.
Busisiwe Nkosi. Lindiwe Nofemele. Trudy Mampo Ntakali, degree obtained with distinction. Tenjweni Prudence Ntuli. Auntie Nguku Meshi. Nkutseni Lokadia Nyabanza. Roberta Vicky Oliphant. Zara Patel, degree obtained with distinction. Nomakosi Esther Pakile. Kiriboni Joyce Putiagai. Ongezwa Peter. Neo Helen Sharon Ramato, degree obtained with distinction. Lebo Poshia Ramuluko. Nolel Sherifa Elizabeth Raymond. Hendrik Sipiwe Rebisi. Nolufefe Khilichani. Kialeboha Vivian Sampson. Muriel Pumelele Shandu. Ntombi Jane Sibia. Tabo Pesi Shishangu. Bongiwe Sithole. Nokwanda Penelope Sithole. Siphamandla Sithole. Ayanda Philippines Kosana. Mina Makaugana Sono. Mohammed Yamin Suleiman, degree obtained with distinction. Bonisiwe Tembe. Nonhlanhla Takata. Sonwabile Nokukululeko Tanje Kwayo. Charmaine Bukhanso Tibel. Suheima Tutla. Rabelani Chivase. Ntabiseng Lisbeth Chuma. Tato Frida Palate.
Madam Vice Chancellor, Lebukhang Kosi received the degree of Baccalaureus Technologiae. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Abongile Angelique Kula. Lerato Likhwale. Asake Ndombeni, degree obtained with distinction. Check the phone. Leslie Alfred Peterson. 45, no, that's not me.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Menaz Abdul Rahman. Nandipa Bozo. Kiara Jade Blicknott received the degree with distinction. Rian Buota. Tarazam Lamuleli. Andiswa Dibinkonzo. Huitzimang Reginald Ditinti. Monique Janse van Rensbeck. Nkediwe Sybil Gentile. Gloria Nogutula Khoza. Siobhan Amokwa Kie Agekum. Natasha Sharon Landbeck. Kgaogelo Herilanga. Dominique Leroux. Kwena Katlego Mabuka. Kayuran Madurey. Mutondo Malada. Nolene Millicent Malachi. Armenio Malinga. Tshegofatso Maphanga. Sasha Janine Mare. Tebogo Mpina Mathabata. Sibuladi Rachel Matlala Rantsu. Millicent Lebogang Mayo. Gabriel Tato Mukhele. Mathabo Mabule Mukwana. Jonas Isaiah Musubze. Ndibuo Mutabatsindi. Musa Mutobi. Sydney Moyo. Aphelele Mpetukana. Nancy Matsiliso Mampeche Mutire. Simpiwe Nomtandazo Neilin Nahara. Niko Christopher Ndlovu. Afarisao Chifiwa Nechitanini. Mesingaba. Lakisi Piwe Ngwenya. Annabelle Nketani. Nokuphila Lungile Ntshangase. Nduduzi Nzimande. Premila Padiachi. Kiriboni Betty Potwani. Jeremy Dane Pillay. Sumeya Rajkumar. Mzingise Khalakhala. Matume Johannes Ramapuputla. Karen Tanyaradzwa Rudziva. Kamogelo Basitsana Sebulai. Ritumetse Lavdelia Sekati. Augustina Kidiboni Sitwane. Mujaji Olgana Shai. Busisiwe Brilliant Shosha. Susan Luba Chabalala. Becky Sipom Toby Chabangu. Jenilyn Vessels. Riza Yusuf. Tembelihle Julia Patricia Dlalisa.
Madam Vice Chancellor, Tembekazi Ethel Mutswane received the degree of Bachelor of Theology in the College of Human Sciences. The degree is obtained with distinction. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Tato Prudence Ngotolan. Shenom Alaska Matebula. Taina Ngoy. Tsepiso Grigory Ratema. Hotatso Mativela. Greatest Mamush. Degree obtained with distinction. Lisedi Angel Ramatlo.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the diploma candidates will now introduce to you. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Lorraine Farai Khato. Sakane Gladys Quinica. Pensi Marauta Machero.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Khaela Balwe, Catherine Khatinapoko, Madide. Yeah. Honorary Mulanga Katzazi. Pepile Smangele Mthetho. Zandile Rose Shabalala. Lerato Poshia Sibanyoni. Vusi Jacob Skosana.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate received the postgraduate diploma in the College of Education. Antoinette Buotha, diploma obtained with distinction. Florence Debwe. Ke lebogile Jeanette Gianni. Petunia Gafaine. Makhotsitsi Lydia Khanye. Kingiwe Kanyile. Nomusa Kumalo. Busisiwe Zamantinde Kunene. Petunia Khomotso Ledwaba. Salom Leseka Lerodi, diploma obtained with distinction. Lingi Pascaline Mabaso. Zandile Makakula, diploma obtained with distinction. Khutato Patience Mahlangu. Malibuya Gladys Mahlasela. Milent Makote Makula. Ngalirendwe. Ngalirendwe Malumeza. Nzunisani Witness Manganye, diploma obtained with distinction. Lumari Maritz. Donald Matebula. Gertrude Winnie Mshongo. Cornell Charlotte Michael. Emily Mohali. Tumelo Tapelo Paris Mukwena. Selaelo Apollos Mungalo. Nomvelise Mkhwechana. Tulisile Emma Nkopani. Lindiwe Nkuna. Moni Edith Pelo. Pinky Julina Rakwale. Bonatejo Ratlou, diploma obtained with distinction. Ebeneza Gauretelelwe, Siemise. Cynthia Patricia Mama Sekheto, sorry. Connie Jabulilo Siotula. Nonopa Precious Vogozela. Sibongile Zulu.
Madam Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Zusiphe Haran. Ntabiseng Petunia Kumalo. Debra Mamusa Libona. Dinewo Catherine Mako. Saneliso Tanil Maliwa. Lusanda Makanya. Ntombi Jemifa Mashisani. Tsepiso Ruena Molalogi. Kagiso Moloi. Madam Vice-Chancellor, Pilani Israel Nkosi, diploma obtained with distinction.
Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Ke amogetse James Manchiu. Lethabo Iba Matsabe. Betty Mashari Muliselle. Pomolo Sharon Morane. Sandy Ntabise Moloi. Nomsa Ngobese. Madam Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the national diploma. Mokhaeji Leda Cynthia Leolo. Madam Vice Chancellor, Masinga Obet Linzie received a diploma with distinction. Sydney Teboro Muilwa. Tabang Buyani Mukwena. Ngwana Mokhalabye Maxen Mpahlele. Dimagazo Florence Ratebe.
Let them run, if not fly. Colleagues, it's their day. We have to wait for them until they're seated. At this point, colleagues, let me take the opportunity to request Professor Solomon Mahanu, the Vice Principal responsible for institutional advancement, to congratulate our graduates this evening. Can you also give them a round of applause? Professor Mahanu.
Madam Vice Chancellor, it is proper as I begin with the congratulatory remarks that I appreciate the opportunity that you have granted me to carry out this very important task. It is indeed my singular honor to congratulate the graduates for the milestones that they have attained in their academic journey. However, at the foremost, I wish to express our appreciation and congratulations to the 4 candidates who attained the doctoral degrees, as well as Dr. Mashawana, who is the recipient of the Doctor of Honoris Causa. You are truly appreciated, colleagues, for these lofty milestones that you have attained in your lives. It is not a small feat to attain a doctoral degree. Prior to this ceremony, I was actually looking at the stats that indicates how, as a country, we are performing, particularly insofar as the doctoral degrees are concerned. Our performance is still languishingly low. We are not doing well at that cohort of academics. Literally, the stats indicate that only 0.2% of people between the ages of 25 and 64 have doctoral degrees in the country. 0.2%. Now, I'm taking time to mention it deliberately to entice those who have attained their bachelor's degrees, their diplomas, and the master's degrees to yearn to attain the level that you have reached. And just to particularize the candidates, we appreciate Dr. Fernandez, we appreciate Dr. Mutumuni, we appreciate Dr. Ndlovu, as well as Dr. Saboshehu. Well done to you for your remarkable accomplishments. Of course, for Dr. Mashawana, we appreciate you for setting a wonderful example for all of us, that it is important as a citizen of this country that you adopt and wear an attitude of service, which is what is actually entailed in your submission. We also want to unreservedly extend our appreciations and congratulations once more to you. But Vice Chancellor, I think I will be remiss if I fall short of expressing our delight to Professor Mokoena. I want to believe his contribution for guiding these 4 colleagues to completion of their doctoral studies is quite phenomenal, Professor. But to all of our graduates, your academic achievements represent your tenacity and will to succeed. Similarly, the support you have received from your community, and I want to believe from the significant people around you, represents our collective desire to succeed as a nation. It is important that you find within yourself, in one way or another, to express your gratitude to those who supported you in your journey to this end. In my mother tongue, we say, "Re leboga go menagane." And this simply indicates that you cannot exhaust gratitude. As you continue in life, please acknowledge those who supported you in your journey. Your alma mater, the University of South Africa, will conclude its 150th celebrations later this year. Throughout the decades, Unisa has proven time and again that it is committed to the fundamental core mandate of teaching, learning, research, and engaged scholarship. We know that many of you are first-generation graduates in your families and communities. And of course, walking through this venerated stage of the ZK Matthews Great Hall must be an unforgettable and rewarding experience. The experience that you have just acquired must actually be a propeller that catapults you to more successes. This should not be the end of success in your lives. Do not stop in your moment of success. Regardless of the level of attainment you have realized, make sure that this does not paralyze you, but instead it becomes a motivation that propels you more into the future to attain more successes. The words of the first president of the Democratic South Africa, President Rolihlahla Mandela, come to mind at this stage. And I quote, "Education is the great engine of personal development. It is through education that the daughter of a peasant can become a doctor, that the son of a mine worker can become the head of the mine, that a child of a farm worker can become the president of a great nation. It is what we make out of what we have, not what we are given, that separates one person from another," close quote. As indicated previously by the Vice Chancellor, these graduations, and your graduation in particular, is taking place during a very significant year for the country and the university, a year in which South Africa marks 30 years of freedom and democracy, whilst Unisa's own celebrations of 150th anniversary is reaching a crescendo. And the celebrations will actually extend up until the month of June. These significant moments in history or history should not take or be taken for granted. They must thus be celebrated. We hope that the investment that the country has made in your education will inspire you to take your rightful place as a critical and active citizen so that we can expand our human freedoms for the next 30 years and beyond. As I taper towards the end of my congratulatory remarks, as an alumnus of Unisa, we wish to invite you to partner with your alma mater by joining the Unisa Alumni Association, so that you can continue to support the university's agenda of teaching, learning, research, and engaged scholarship. To the parents, guardians, and the significant people who supported our graduates towards this end, we want to thank you for your sacrifices. You have demonstrated indeed that moto ke moto ka ba bangwe. Consonant with the message of the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, as you rise, please do not forget to clothe yourself with humility. And also make sure that the knowledge and the skills you possess do not only benefit you, but they actually transform and improve the lives of other people. On behalf of the Chancellor of our university, the former State President of our country, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki, the Principal and Vice Chancellor of our university, Professor Pulen Lenkabula, who was officiating the ceremony this evening, the Council of our university, represented here by internal members and led by the chairperson, Dr. Den Musia, and all the stakeholders within the institution and beyond, we wish to extend a deep sense of gratitude to you for being associated with this august university, the University of South Africa. And we say to you, go out into the world and do good. Impact the lives of people positively. Utilize the knowledge and the skills you have acquired from the university. The last message, and this is very important, is that only people with red gowns are allowed to sleep with them tonight. The rest of you, you must take them off. Congratulations. Have a good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I please request you, we just have 3 to 4 minutes. We need to conclude with the beauty and the dignity. Can I request you to give Professor Mahanu for the wise words that he has shared with our graduates, but also with the loved ones about the importance of graduating. One of the things that Professor Mahanu reminds us is that There's still very few of us with doctoral degrees in our country. And it is our business and our duty to ensure that we invest in more production of those who have doctoral degrees, not because it's an apex degree, but because any society that wants to transform its plight, but also change the course of life, must have researchers that influence the changes that society requires. This is one message that I consider you, our graduates, will take home with you. But it also means you are loved ones. If you have a master's degree, you know that registration is open in the second semester, and you're welcome to register. Is that not so? Thank you very much. I also hear Professor Mahanu reminding you the words of our president that your degree colleagues must not just be for yourselves as individuals, but it must serve a greater purpose. These are also the words that were echoed by our honorary doctorate, Dr. Mashawana, that you serve society as you serve the world. These are important words. Finally, I hear Professor Mahanu reminding you to continue on your lifelong journey of learning. So before I start with what they've asked me to tell you, as the last exam, after all the certificates and everything you'd have gotten, 2 minutes. May I request you to stand, loved ones, who are here to celebrate the successes and achievements of your loved ones. It's a good idea for your backs. We are protecting them before you travel. May I request you give your graduates, your loved ones, you've already given them a standing ovation. This time, applause, Mikholokwane, Mididi Etane. I did not invite anyone to wave some cover of certificates, otherwise we'll take our certificates. You did not listen to the instructions, so we wonder how you made it into the exams. Huh? Parents, spouses, loved ones, sisters, aunts, friends, pastors, religious leaders, children, as they were graduating, somebody would say, that's my wife, that's my daughter, that's my sister. Somebody would say, smile. Somebody would say, we made it. Somebody would even tremble and pass this stage. But it is through your support, your dedication, your encouragement, and sometimes taking the last of your financial resources to ensuring that they have their laptops or their phablets or even a book so that, or even airtime so that they could upload their work and submit it. My colleagues, the Chancellor of the University, the Chair of Council and Council members sitting here, the academics represented here by those on the podium, the administrative and professional staff, and the SRC President, Nkosinati Mabilani, who's here representing the 400,000 students, request me to thank you for being partners in the journey that our graduates have traversed. Thank you very much, Realeboha, Nkosi. We appreciate you. You have to clap for your parents. Why is it the professors that are clapping? Thank you. The University of South Africa is truly privileged to have you as a partner in the support and projection of education as an important asset. You may be seated. Thank you very much. It was good for your bodies. A little bit of kinetic energy is necessary. Colleagues, can I see those who graduated with their diplomas? Can we give them a round of applause? Please stand up. So my colleagues tell me that as part of continuing your knowledge, that we are happy that you're graduating with your diploma. And therefore, we request you in this second semester to register for your degree. We're not going to let you off. You may be seated. You may be seated. Thank you, you may be seated. Those who are graduating with degrees, postgraduate diplomas, honors, please stand up. You can stand again. Do we have a master's? Oh, okay. No, you don't do well with instructions. We just asked you to stand up. We didn't say shake your body, shake a certificate. We just said stand up. Congratulations. We also request you to understanding the words that Professor Mahanu was stating. If you've finished your diploma, your degree, if your degree or postgraduate diploma, honors and masters, we want you to propel yourself into the next degree. Congratulations. We also hope to see you in the second semester registering for your masters or for your honors. You may be seated. Congratulations. So you saw the numbers, huh? You saw the numbers of diplomas, degrees, postgraduate diplomas, honors. You saw your numbers. Let me ask the people in the red gowns. Please stand up. If you know, you know. And you know what they say about the red gown? They say the red gown is the topmost national qualification level. Huh? Beyond it, there's nothing. So they say, you've finished all your studies. They say that. Unfortunately, we say to our colleagues, we told you half the story. We want to congratulate you for pursuing your doctoral studies. We're very aware that it's not easy. You've had to do your own knowledge, new knowledge, that only you have created with the support of your supervisor, actually the star of tonight, Professor Mukwena, who has, can you stand up so that everybody sees you? Thank you. You may be seated. This is the professor that journeyed with them, marked all their studies, totally read. Sometimes told them words they did not know, like pedagogy, methodology, epistemological, epistemicide and whatever, all those difficult words that just mean strengthen your teaching or your language in complex language. We want to congratulate you, but we also want to remind you that you're now at the beginning of a new journey. These colleagues who are sitting in the podium represent the scholars, the researchers, the rated researchers and scientists who do work, who teach and research with people like you, who publish, who create new knowledge, create new products and processes, who intervene if water is not clean in our societies by creating new systems and new methods of intervening in the challenges of our society. So you've not finished. Your thesis must be the start point of your publications and research. And as you look behind you, you must see yourself as an anchor and a mentor for those who want to expand their research. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Who passed with distinction today? Can you please stand up? Cum laudes. Can we give them a round of applause? So we know that you really worked hard to get a cum laude. At Unisa, you don't get less than 75% of all your marks. And so congratulations. No more now. Down. Jealousy down. I did not say you should sit. So if you did not get a distinction or a cum laude, please don't lose hope. We know you also invested yourself into doing the best that you needed to do. Those who did not pass with your distinction, please stand up, join the distinctions, and express your continued commitment to lifelong journey. Please stand up. All of you now, all the graduates. You will sit, you'll stand. This is the last time we're giving you instructions until when you come the next 4 years, the next 3 years, the next 2 years. Can you please face your loved ones? Show them your certificates. Thank them for the support. Even you, PhDs. No. Colleagues, no. I think we are going to take our certificates. They are showing you the covers of the certificate. That's not evidence. Show your loved ones your certificates for 4 years. Some of you took 7 years, some 4 years, some 3. Show them with pride. Show your parents. Colleagues, we are proud of your accomplishments. We truly are proud. Can you please thank these colleagues who are sitting in the podium, who represent the cleaner, the gardener, the laboratory technician, the professor, the administrative and professional staff that work together to making your life a success. Can you give them a round of applause? I'm not hearing it just because they did not give you 75% or they made you rewrite another assignment. Can I, with gratitude and humility, can you please give them a round of applause? Lastly, colleagues, the President of the Student Representative Council and his Student Representative Council, Mr. Nkosinathi Mabilane, are generating funds for students who are underprivileged, and they invite you to be partners in supporting those students who may not have the opportunities to study as best as you would have studied yourselves. We wish that you could join them at www.unisa.ac.za alongside with Unisa Foundation to ensure that you realize your value as a key anchor and a partner in making our university a site of excellence. Now that you're the alumnus of the university, and in the words of Professor Mahanu, are joining the convocation of the University of South Africa, please treat yourself as a site of excellence, an agent of change, an ambassador of this august university, and one who will use your talent to shaping and changing the world for the better. Now I have 1 minute that they've asked me to ask you questions. You know, LO before you finalize. In high school, they call it LO. Here, it's the last final 5 questions before you leave the ZK Matthews Hall. How many of you have driver's licenses? Thank you. We are proud, and if you don't have it, please, we encourage you to do so. For to create a job or to look for a job, a car or driver's license is no longer a luxury, but a resource that helps you to navigate the opportunities. How many of you have passports? If you don't have a passport, we encourage you to look for a passport. We believe that it opens the horizons for you to travel anywhere in the world where we would like to pursue any opportunity available. How many of you have been to all the provinces of South Africa? Sorry, if you have not been, we ask you that you're still going to get some fermented beverages for the party tonight or tomorrow. Maybe 1 or 2 drinks you can minus so that you get yourself an opportunity to bus it, train it, fly it, or even pull cars to understand the diversities of our country. For as a Unisa graduate, you're not limited only to your province, but you're a graduate of the continent, of the country, and of the world, and is incumbent upon you to ensure that you understand our country and you resource it into the solutions it requires, not just your village. He gave you an example of what he does in the country and in the world, and we would like you to find consonance in that message. Okay. How many of you know 2 or 3 countries in the Southern African Economic Region, SADC Development Region? Shaban, John, next to you. So colleagues, this is not to make you feel a sense of deficit. It is to encourage you. So Eswatini, 500 kilometers from here, same distance as you go to Limpopo, you know, or as you go to Kimberley. Lesotho, 450 kilometers. Botswana, a little bit more. Mozambique, 7,500. Honestly, we know you can do it. Just sell 1 pair of shoes that I saw walking here. Then you have a ticket. And how many have been outside to 1 continent other than the African continent? And if you're an international student, don't tell us. We're asking. If you have not been, we request you to consider exploring, because you're going to be an ambassador of Unisa and of the world. You have to understand that you exist in the global arena, not just here at home. Some of the students who are graduating here, as has been stated, are from Ghana. Can you show your hand? From Ghana? Yes, you can wave. It's fine, don't be shy. She's from Ghana? Yes. Some of you come from Lesotho, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and around these countries. We're appreciative that you are a true testament that our university is a global university. Thank you. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Sorry, don't sit down. Can I please request the audience and the procession to stand up? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to rise for the singing of the national anthem, the words of which are to be found on page 25 of the program. May I please request you to stand up? May I also request you to remain standing after the singing of the anthem to enable me to dissolve the congregation of the University of South Africa. Equally, may I request you to remain standing while the academic procession leaves the hall. We request you in the singing of the national anthem to note and recognize that any anthem, and our anthem in particular, is the embodiment of the dreams, aspirations for a society that yearns for freedom, for justice, and for equality as we shape the future. Therefore, we ask you to sing the national anthem with gratitude, with love, and with the best voice that you've been given. Thank you. Thank you. By virtues of the powers entrusted to me as the Principal and Vice Chancellor, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.